All right, cool. So here we are. I'm heading back. I've got a bunch of cobalt, which I'm happy about, and save the location of that asteroid, which also has some iron and nickel on it. I didn't see the iron, but I did see the nickel, so that's cool. So while I'm cruising back at a whopping 12.4 meters per second, someone asked, "How do you read the um, the ore detector stuff?" So here it is. So what you do, generally what you want to do is, if you'll see what I was trying to do here, you've got a camera behind an LCD, and then the LCD, right? So I've got a camera here, and then I've got this LCD right there, right? And you can see I've got the information displayed on the LCD. And what you'll want is um, you'll want the camera, actually, usually you want the camera lined up. Oh, I could have put it right on top here. You want the camera and the ore detector lined up. So what it does is, whatever you point the top of the ore detector at, that is what this LCD is going to display information on, right? So you want that lined up with your camera, and then ideally you'd put the LCD in. Excuse me. Ideally, you'd put the LCD in front of the camera so you can look through the camera like so at an asteroid, and because it's really close to the ore detector will scan what you're looking at, display information on the LCD, which is all right in front of you. So it's normally how you'd set it up. I tried something. I used a different camera than normal, um, and so I can only see half the LCD. So it didn't work very well for me. But that's what, if you use the normal camera, the round camera, the vanilla camera, you'll be able to see the whole LCD. It'll work. It works great. So then what you're left with is, I will return inside, is here on the center screen. This is what would normally be displayed on that. You'd want displayed on that LCD in front of your camera. So what you have is that squiggly line at the top. That's the spectrograph for the asteroid that you're reading. And at the bottom, you have like a bunch of tiny wiggles, and that's just noise. You can ignore that. What you want to look at is the spikes. And then below the reading, hey, Absolarix. Huh. Yeah, it's weird how the games, everyone's game gets to a certain point and then just hangs. All right. So anyway, but welcome. I'm glad you made it. So so for the radio spectrometry mod, when you're looking at this readout, the way you read it is, you look at the spikes up top, and then you look directly underneath them for the little tick marks, right? And like for here, what you can see is there's a spike in the center, and then right down below that on the second row, there's a little dash. And if you go to the right, okay, now it just popped up to the first line. If you go all the way to the right, it says iron. And if you go to the left, you'll see there's two more dashes, right? So the way you read this is, if there's a spike above all three dashes for a given mineral, then that mineral is present on the asteroid that you're looking at, right? So here you can see on the far left, there's a very tall spike, and then just to the right of that, there's a pretty short spike, and then in the middle of the screen, there's another pretty tall spike, and all three of those line up right over the three tick marks next to iron. So that tells me that the asteroid that I'm looking at here has iron in it. Whoops, has iron in it. So that's how you read it. And then, goodness, and then it gets more complicated, because here, if you look now, there's a third spike on the left, right? There's three little spikes. There's like a tall spike, a very short one, and then like a slightly taller one, because asteroids can have multiple like ores in them, right? So then you get to, like, you have to figure out which of the spikes underneath that one is actually for. And so, like, my first thought would be like, that super short spike is right above the little tick mark across from magnesium, right? So I'm like, oh, there might be magnesium in here. But then if I look to the left, there are two more tick marks for magnesium, and there are no spikes above that at all. So it's not magnesium. It's going to be something else. So I want to look what else is under that tick mark. And I see at the very bottom there's ice, right? There's a tick mark under ice. So then I want to look to the right on ice, and I see there's two more tick marks for ice, because all of them have 3 tick marks. So I see the other 2 ones for ice, and then I look up and see, are there any spikes above it? And there's one that might be it, that tall one that I thought was for iron, but I don't really see anything else. So it's not like perfect, and it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be, what is that? It's basically supposed to be like a mini game, but that's how you do it. Like, that's really what it comes down to, is you look at the spikes up top, and then you look down to see what tick marks they're over. And if you have spikes over all 3 tick marks of a specific ore, then that ore is in that asteroid. And the tick marks are arranged in a way that it deliberately makes it harder to sort of identify some stuff, and that kind of adds to the game aspect of it. What is this going behind my asteroid over here? What's going on there? What is that? Oh, that's my ship. Oh, okay. So anyway, that's how you read it. I hope that's helpful. Absolarix. Is realistic is a weird word to use when talking about any game. I have no idea. Like, I would say it's not realistic at all, in the sense that these waveforms are, I almost guarantee you, they are not accurate to the ores in question. But it is accurate. It is realistic in the sense of, that is how you read a spectrograph, right? you get a waveform, and underneath that waveform, you get row upon row of like elements like hydrogen and neon and argon, or all these different things, and then where there are little tick marks that appear next to them, and there will be different tick marks for different elements. It's not like always 3, but there might be 1 or 2 or whatever. And if you see spikes in your waveform above those dark things, then yeah, whatever you're analyzing has those elements in it. So in that sense, it's very realistic. Like, the process is realistic. But I'd be very surprised if Digi has put the tick marks at the right spot, because it also kind of doesn't matter for the game, So, but the mod does work well. I've been using it for like over a year. It's fantastic. It does not work on planets. It's only for outer space. And what it does is it allows you to use your small ore detector in a way that's actually useful. Like 50 meters is not generally not useful as like a max range, but it lets you use your small ore detector actually becomes your long range ore detector, because you can put it on a custom turret, so you can aim it. I have another ship that does that. It's got it's a large grid ship with a small grid custom turret that has an ore detector, camera, LCD in front of it, so you can kind of look around and scan everything. And because it's gamified, why is my ship way the fuck over there? Because it's a game, it's like gamified. It's not like a gimme. It's not like automatic, like, oh, okay, I know that asteroid has this or that, because there's a lot of room for error, and it comes down to your personal skill at interpreting and reading the spectrograph. So I really like it, because it offsets the convenience of, well, I don't have to go to the asteroid. It offsets that with that there's a requirement on my end, on the player's end, to figure out whatever. Why is my ship way over here? What is going on with that? It was not drifting when I left. So I would recommend it. There is a similar mod called the seismograph, which is useful on planets. It works a little different, um, and it's basically supposed to it's kind of like ground penetrating radar. I don't know why, but I'm not really a big fan of that one. It works just fine, and it's kind of similar. It gives you the spectrograph, so you can kind of figure out and you'll see ore spots, but then the spectrograph is what you use to figure out what's in them. Um, so it works just fine. I think for me though, I'm fine just like I leave the ore spots that are on the terrain, like I leave on the textures, I leave those on. So for me, it's enough. There's enough randomness with just trying to find the ore spots and then dig down or bring an ore detector over to see what they are. That I don't mind. I don't mind. I like to travel around on planets, so I don't mind at all. Okay, yeah. Why the hell? Whoa, that's awesome. Why is this way over here? Why is it drifting? What happened? Did somebody fly by and shoot it? Oh fuck. Speaking of 1.81, oh, that's not good. Let's get Doc and get out of here. Oh, oh, wrong way. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Glad those have bullets in them. Oh Jesus, this is not good at all. All right. Well, cool. All right, are we good? Wow. All right. Let's get inside. Yikes. Oh, not good, not good, not good. I do not want to have fights. This is not a good thing. Assertive monarch. All right, yeah. Fly away. You guys got no reason to come after me. You flew near me. I was just over here doing my thing. Oh boy. Yeah, good. Go. Keep on going. Yeah, you keep on walking. That was kind of neat, talking under fire like that. Um, that's something I really wanted to experience, but kind of cool. Oh shit! Oh, now we're close to it again. Come on, there you go. Have I used the AI movement blocks to auto dock ships yet? I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. Um, it's something I've been meaning to get around to checking out, but yeah, I don't think I have. I did used to use the remote control block to set up like drones that would take off and land and do like a patrol route around the base. Um, so I was really happy to get that working. I have I have the dampeners off. I have found that the AI blocks uh, they don't work well for me. There we go. I haven't played with them much because when I did first try to play with them, I found them extremely unreliable and they didn't do what they were supposed to do reliably. And when they did do what they were supposed to do, they were terrible at it. So I have heard they've gotten better. I've seen a number of updates be pushed that, where Keen is, improve this or that or fix this or that bug. Um, but I haven't tried them since. I have seen other people do it. Like I've seen videos of people do it. It looks really cool. I just they left a bad taste in my mouth when I first started tinkering with them, and most of like when I hear people talking about using them to make like combat drones or drone like escort drones and all that, like honestly, all I hear is people like I don't want to say like complaining, but it like all I hear is people like this is what I usually hear is I can't get it to work. That's what I hear all the time. So I'm like, man, these things sound like crap, and it's like my personal experience with them is that they work like crap. So I remain optimistic until the day I go back and try to use them again. But that was my personal experience the first time, and I haven't used them since. I have used a defensive block a bit, um, but only for extending the range of weapons. If you put a defensive block on a grid that has a custom turret controller on there, or maybe even regular turrets, I'm not sure. Um, but that defensive block will allow those turrets to shoot farther. So I've done that. Usually for like if I have like a railgun turret and I don't want it limited to like the 600 or 800 meters that the CTC block can use. If you put a defensive block on, you can get that turret to shoot out to like, I don't know, 1400 meters, I think, whatever the weapons range is. So I've used that, but yeah, none of the pilot stuff. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. All right. Okay. That was that was more excitement than I wanted. So, all right, this bad boy is working, and we got some cobalt now. I'm happy about that. Cobalt. I don't have any nickel. Got a little bit of magnesium. A respectable amount of iron. Okay. Inventory. Binary. Cobalt. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. So if that's cobalt. Do I still I think I still need nickel. Yeah. Iron, nickel, silicon, and cobalt. So cobalt is a showstopper. This should not be. Let's check. It's not jammed up. No. Okay. It's probably the nickel. Okay, so I need to go find nickel, I suspect. Alright, let's head back out. Or let's see. I would like this to work better. So what I'm thinking, I need materials. We'll get that, 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 and that. All right, so if I put this here, then I can put screw it. I don't know where it is. Camera. Here. And then LCD. Here. That will be backward. Used to be this way. All right, let's do. All right, I'm not too jazzed on this. There we go. And then we can do that, that, that. All right. And then put the LCD here. So of course it's upside down. All right, here. All right. Awesome. Wait. Backward. Yeah, it's backward. Ah, la 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 la. It's gotta be out here. All right, hang on. All right, we can do. Oh, I forgot I had. They had curves. Okay, we can do this one. No, this one. I don't like it. Do not like it. All right. 4. All right. Doot doot. And yay. It's right side up. All right. And we'll do that. Oh, am I out of steel? Sure am. Steel. And we'll be able to do that. And then use this guy. Yeah. Boop. Awesome. All right. It's God, that's ugly. But it works. All right, so we can get rid of the stuff. All right, cool. Go to here. We can disconnect. All right, batteries are still on. Okay, great. And then this is LCD or detector. And this is the OR. And then this guy is that one and that one. This one is app, Radiospectrometry. Where is it? There it is. Oop. Set this to black so it's transparent. Nice colors going on. Cool. And I don't need to see any of that ever again. Camera there. Come over here. Camera. View. All right. Cool. So now 7, 8, that shuts it down. 7 brings it on. 9. Oh, you're kidding me. It's upside down. Wait. Yeah, it's upside down. Okay. Oof. All right, this is bad design here. All right. LCD or detector. App. Boop. Boop. There we go. That one now includes that. This. There we go. And bam. Wait. So now it's all lined up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Whoop. All right, let's kick these on. High power. Get going. All right, cool. Oh, it didn't refuel. That's annoying. All right, let's get low power. Get going back. All right, and let's top these bad boys up. Boop. What? Fill. There we go. All right, back to auto. And all right. Detail system on. Disconnect. High power. Go. Awesome. Sweet. This is badass. Those new lights. Oh. So nice. Finally have angled lights without having to set up a silly rotor and hinge arrangement. Okay. That is the one we looked at before. I need I brought back cobalt, so I need nickel. All right, so just to make sure, I'm going to do this again. All right, so the ore detector system is on. Now I'm going to look through. All right, so here we go. All right, so if I look off, all right, so what the hell are you looking at? I wonder if it's picking up these guys around me. All right, now if I look down at this guy, and so I'm watching to see the signal change. There's a number at the top left that you can just barely see part of, and that's kind of like you can think of it as like an ID number for the asteroid. Normally you can see it. The thing about LCDs is like they're not all the exact same dimensions, so something that looks right on one LCD will be a little off, on another one. Kind of sucks, but all right, it's not changing. But let's see what this says. So first spike on the left is over, could be iron or nickel. Although I see there's the iron has a tick to the left of that, and there's no spike above it. So there's no, whatever this is, it's not iron. So it's probably nickel. So I see there's the leftmost nickel tick has a spike over it. The center tick and the right tick, all three ticks across from nickel, they all have spikes above them. So there is nickel on the thing I'm looking at. And then moving over, we've got more spikes I haven't used yet, and that's the thing. All the spikes will be used, so you will never have just random spikes. So that is another way to know, like, oh, there's stuff here I haven't figured out yet. So that very tall spike, just the like kind of left of the center, it looks like there's actually two spikes really close to each other, and directly underneath that I see three ticks. We have stone, cobalt, and uranium. Now, the uranium has There are 3 ticks for uranium, but I can only see 2. So I think maybe the leftmost part of the screen has been cut off. Again, LCD displays are weird. It's not the mod developer's fault. Um, but I can see from the leftmost uranium tick, there's no spike above it. So it's not uranium that's in this asteroid. So that leaves the possibility of stone or cobalt. Now you might say, obviously it's stone. All asteroids have stone in them, except iced asteroids, and that would be reasonable and true. But that's not the way the mod works. The stone is kind of like, it's just a little bit of extra noise. Sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it looks like it has, because stone, if you look at the 3 ticks for stone, above each one is a tall spike. So that would account for those. So we're looking at probably there's stone and then nickel. Yeah, there's stone and then nickel. So that would account for the leftmost spike, and then the 2 that are really close together. That's stone and nickel, and then moving across to the right. Now there's that kind of shorter spike in the very center that neither stone nor nickel uses. So that's, oh no, nickel uses that one. I stand corrected. And then progressing more to the right, there's the last tick across from nickel. So above that, there's a spike there. So we know for sure that is there's nickel and stone in this asteroid. And then continuing to move to the right, the next 2 spikes are above the ticks on stone. So again, we know there's stone in here. And then the last spike on the right, the really tall one, could be an indicator of either cobalt or silicon. And if you go to the left on cobalt, you see there's a tick under one of the tall spikes on the signal for cobalt, and also on all 3 of the ticks for cobalt. Now, spikes aren't normally like reused per se, but it might be that if you get 2 spikes like over something that's really close, it just makes a taller spike. I guess that means they're reused. However you want to think about it. So sometimes you can get that. I don't usually think of it like that. I think that can lead you astray more often than not. But I also happen to know, having visited this and just brought cobalt back, right? There's cobalt in that asteroid. So so we're looking at stone, nickel, and cobalt. And I have iron on the GPS, but I don't see it in the waveform. So I don't think I saw it while I was there. What did I see? I saw 2 things. I forget what they were. Cobalt. Maybe it was iron. I don't know. Let's see. You can zoom in. That's another handy thing of having the camera right here in front of this. You can zoom in. And some ores, especially like iron and ice, you can see from a distance. The resolution's not real high, but it's enough. Like you can see the color change. It's like iron's the most obvious one. So, all right, that's cool. Are we moving at all? Oh, yeah, we're cruising. All right, let's get going. Cool. Get out there. There it is. Cool. You know, I think I'm going to pull the camera out of this group because that is just useful in general. So I think I don't need that one. Cool. So here and yeah, there we go. Oh. And we'll just leave it on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's a little annoying, but it's okay. Oh, that is annoying. Oh, that sucks. All right. That's kind of cool. It is positioned well that I can read my LCD. I wouldn't need to, but it's kind of cool it worked out like that. All right, let's have a tour. Oh my god. I'm not used to this much power, which is, I'm sure, a funny thing to hear because there's not a lot of power in this thing, but it's more than I'm used to. What's that? Oh yeah, that sucks. Hey, Lulu. Sweetie. All right, let's go poke it. Hopefully it's nickel. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yummy. Sweet. All right, let's get those on. Get that on. Let's eat the nickel. Hello. Clunk. All right, ejectors are on. Sorters are on. Good. Sorters are not being weird. It's very nice. My chat broke, so I'm a little behind. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Hi, Phoenix Knight. Yeah, I was just talking about the Radiospectrometry mod. Someone had asked how to use it, and so I was just doing like a little ad hoc tutorial. Oops, what am I doing here? There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, refitting the green station in survival. Yeah, um, yeah, I don't know what to say beyond that. I just decided to, like, it's old and crappy, and I'm sure it was quite cool like at the time. It's ancient. Most people don't even know it's still in the game. Apparently, I've known about it all along. I wouldn't consider myself. I don't know. I was surprised to hear that, but I have heard from others that most people don't even know it's still in the game. So yeah, I just figured I'd go and see if I could make a cool base out of it. In the past, I've taken some of my older designs that I felt were like pretty crappy from like way early in the game when I really didn't know a lot, and I've managed to kind of retrofit them and turn them from pieces of junk to like interesting, functional, useful vehicles, and usually been pretty happy with the results. So I was like, maybe I can do the same with the base. Um, yeah, I do have the top mounted camera. I'm not sure. There's no timestamp, so I don't know when you asked that question, but I do have it. I used it initially on this side of the vehicle, and I had an LCD screen in front of it, and the the camera's view was actually offset by about half a block. So the top mounted camera, the lens is actually lower in the block volume that it occupies. It's at the bottom, and understandably, like when you look through it, that's actually where you're looking from. So you only see like about a half block up, and so the LCD that I had in front of it, you couldn't see the waveform. So yeah, I had to convert it to use a vanilla camera. So is what it is. Not a big deal. There are plenty of other things that I complain about in the game that I'll give that one a pass, because honestly, I think that makes a lot of sense, right? If the camera's model is in the bottom half of the block, then looking through it, it's completely reasonable that you look from the bottom half of the block. It doesn't work out well for this particular use case, but I can't argue with that. Let's see. So I realize I have to periodically refresh the screen now in order to get an updated chat. I'm sure that's just because I have such a terrible internet connection. I do not like that design though, on the left. I don't mind it being on the left. I don't like the design. Um, it kind of sucks that to put the LCD in front of it, it's got to be like a 2 block space, because the LCD only looks correct from the direction that it's mounted in. So I'm surprised I couldn't flip that. I thought you could. Maybe you can, and I just don't know any better. LCD. And you can rotate it all around. I guess you can't flip it. I don't know why I thought you could. Whatever. Zoom. Has a very anime feel because of the four separate jets, and with the the slight fish eye effect of the camera. So when you thrust, you kind of get these four flames going in four different directions. It's kind of cool. And I just realized why I don't generally use the industrial thruster, because I use there's a mod that changes the shape of the thruster flames to use the one that's from the Sparks of the Future, so it comes to a point instead of being just this weird oval. And although the workshop description has been updated to say it now includes the industrial thrusters, um, when I use it, it doesn't. So I tend to stick with the vanilla game ones. because I like the way the exhaust effect looks. All right, we are here. Cool. Oh yeah, that's a good amount. Yeah, those little those angled lights, those are great. I know I said so like probably only 20 minutes ago, but they really are nice. Plunk. Let's turn them back. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Okay. There we go. All right, let's do that. That. There we go. And oh, make sure those are off. Cool. It's empty and good to go. Sweet. All right. Let's. Yeah, it'll be fine. All right. So now, metal grids 7, motors 11. Those are the kind of numbers I like. Awesome. Yeah, you go. You flip back and forth. That's awesome. I love it. Let's get this paused. There we go. There we go. All right. Wow, that was an adventure. Okay. Sweet. So, let me see how much space. Can't imagine there's a lot of space on the ship. I know it has one large cargo container. All right, and I built a large one up there. Okay, so space is probably pretty good then. Let's see. Cargo. All right, this one. This one's about 25% full, and the other one is empty. No, that's a small grid. Okay. Ah, the other one is empty. All right. Fantastic. All right, so if that's the case, let me continue. Oh, I made this thing. Oh, that is a welder. That is for creating. All right, let me continue. Oh yeah, ship moved. Ship moved. That's so weird. I don't know why it just randomly started drifting. Shouldn't have done that. Literally nothing touched it. Oh, that's nice. Cool. Nice.
Inventory full.
There we go. Well, yeah. What is this? Passage. So what? To up. Oh. Well, what is this? Oh my goodness. Renovate. I feel like a dialect. Right? Instead of exterminate, it's renovate. Renovate.
Inventory full.
Suck. All right. Boop. Don't need that. We can ditch that too. Honestly, we don't really need this either. We'll do 2. Give me 1 more fire. Cool. There's a wall there. Cool. What's in here? Stuff. I think I need to get everything out. So what I'm going to do, I am going to empty out all the stuff in this station, like all the inventory stuff. And then I'm thinking I'll grind down like literally all the big functional blocks. So like the main cargoes and the reactors. I think there are a few more reactors, small ones, but I think so. Whoops. So I'll do all that, and then I'll take a step back. Hopefully, I have maybe a good idea of how much space is available inside some of these things,
Inventory
inside some of the parts of the base. And I'll take a step back and sort of plan like what should go where as far as building functions. This is supposed to be an outpost. Oh, oops, I forgot. There was stuff in there. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. This is supposed to be like an outpost, like not like a depot, but yeah, just like an outpost, not specifically for mining. It's a strategic outpost, so just a place where ships can stop and like refuel, maybe rearm. Refit capability will be very minor, so maybe like I'll have a welder bay or a welder platform for like small fighters or something, but no major shipyard or anything like that. But basically, I'll look at these working. I'll look at like what areas I have to work with and figure out what I'm going to turn each one into. So that's my thinking. Here we go. Anything in here? All right.
Inventory full.
Because as it is, the layout is kind of haphazard. There are like if you look at it, there's kind of like 3, 4 different, 4 or 5 different buildings, and but if you look at like what was in each one, it was kind of all over the place. You got like one refinery here, one refinery over there. So my intent is to consolidate stuff. And just I mean, that's like the high level like intent. But this is just really just kind of gonna come down to me just messing around and seeing if I can make something that seems interesting. They dropped the warhead on it. At least one anyway. That's why it's all blown up. Two more large reactors. Damn. Oh, I was thinking I might build a safe zone on it too. You know, something different. Hmm. What is in here? A medical room. That's cool. That's handy. What is... There's just 2 layers of blocks. Huh. Interesting. I think that's a weird thing to do. I mean, that's just me.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I don't have like, this is why, you know, like I usually do. Uh, just 100% opinion. That's a very strange thing to me to do. I don't really know why you would do it. I guess if you like want the floor to be at a certain level or something. I don't know. It's part of the reason I say it's a weird thing to do is because I really don't understand why you would do that. Um, Even though I understand that someone might choose to do that for like aesthetic reasons or for some practical reason that I don't want to put this. I'm not like, I understand that people might choose to do it for some aesthetic reason, and it's not that it's, well, I don't agree with that reason or I think it's dumb or whatever. It's that I can't imagine what the reason would be. Like, what is the aesthetic purpose, you know? And that's not to say like I can't imagine it. It's ridiculous. It's just like I genuinely I have no idea like what would be like why you would say like, yes, this is the thing I want to do. Um, I'm not saying it's wrong or anything like that, or you know what, like I just, it's just a thing I really I don't understand. I'm very curious. It's like what, like why you would do that. Um, yeah. Damn, got holes everywhere. Hi, Pin. And I'm grinding down all the things that are damaged, because the deformations of the damaged blocks I actually find distracting to when I'm looking at the shape of what I have to work with. So I'm just getting rid of all of them. And it gives me something to do with this, with the structure. So, and that's helpful to understand the shape of the structure, like from an intuitive sense, for purposes of redesign. Oh, Pin. Oh, no, 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 sweetie. No, no, no. What you doing? No, no, no. Oh, sweet kitty. Come here. You don't understand. I know. I know you don't understand. It's right here. Right here. Nope. It's a cat for you. All right. Random light. Love it. Boop. Boop. Oh yeah. That other stuff.
Inventory full.
Hey, Lulu. Hi, Pimpin. Okay, how are we looking on ingot? 1.11K of knee ingot. Where is the nickel ore? Oh, it's right next to it. I missed that. Cobalt, 837. All right, that's cool. Put those right next to each other. Cool. The thing I should do is, oh, I do have 147 there. The assembler made ammo. Okay. Gun in the back there did 21, 22. Oh my God, these things have lots of ammo. Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. Alrighty. This big hole is interesting. Or not hole, but the way that the building kind of drops down below the sort of, to me, this is sort of the ground level, sort of. But it sort of extends down into the actual mining hole. It's kind of interesting. This is nice. Okay, cool. I'm not sure what to do with this. Part of the challenge that I'm wrestling with in my head is that these individual structures are not terribly big and they're tall and we don't have elevators, which means large stairwells, because stairs take a lot of room.
Inventory
So I'm trying to
full.
figure out like, so that's going to eat up a lot of the space inside, and they're not terribly big. Um, so I'm sort of thinking like my gut assessment is like there's going to be like 5 or 6 floors, and the floor space is like 2 by 3 blocks, and then there's going to be a 1 by 3 um, area for the stairs. It's just kind of what it seems like, give or take. Let's get that stuff. Take that stuff. Take. Cool. So that's sort of what it seemed like. That's part of why I'm trying to like gut the interior. Just doesn't seem like there's that much space. Pretty sure the colored armor blocks go outside, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. The gun right there. No, that's a junction it's mounted on. Okay. Something in it. Yeah, sure is. Cool. Hmm. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. You are... Oh, I don't like the angle you're coming in at. That's not good. Hmm. It's too early to be getting in fights. Y'all bug off. Go away. That is way too close. Oh, that's a gremlin. I hate those. Very confusing designs. Those little guys are neat. I like that little four wing design. It's kind of like a I mean, think of like a dragonfly or something. Kind of cool. All right, yeah, you guys, you keep right on walking. All right. Okay, I think. All right, so we have. Let's see, we have something there, and then we have this. This is kind of a big-ish facility. See, like something there, and then I guess another floor, and then strangely there's like two layers underneath it. But this could easily be um, two floors of something. And then up here we've got a something, and then down here there's room for a something. Guns and reactors in there. Okay. And then tall somethings. Okay. Then we got the central area that's quite tall. All right. And then this kind of largest area over here. Now before this was kind of like a hangar or some sort of ship, some sort of little small grid ship in here that could barely fit out the door. Um, but I'm thinking I will keep it as a hangar and just redo like the landing pads and the doors and all that. It seems like it might be good. In the central area, maybe I'll do like they had power. They have their main power down here, and so much power. There were like 4 large reactors in this thing. Nothing here needed that much power. But maybe I'll convert that. I'll do the area that comes down can be oops. Maybe the area that comes down could be cargo, material storage. Um, I don't think I need a dedicated area for power because I don't think this place needs that much unless I put a safe zone in it. If I go to put a safe zone in it, I think that will go in here. Safe zone will need a dedicated large reactor um, for it alone, and then I can put maybe some like I can find places to put another couple of maybe small reactors or yeah, or some and some solar panels or something. A safe zone at max size is uses 300 megawatts, which is the same output as a large reactor. So that's a 1-to-1. It's fine. I like that there's this like large ship um, docking boarding area over here. Um, but I've tried a few times to sort of remodel this arm, and I've never come out with anything that I thought looked even remotely good. So um, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep that because I can't seem to make one. And this was a landing pad for like a small utility vehicle. I may keep that as a landing pad depending on what this area ends up being used for. Hmm. And I just realized I need to sort of write down the sorts of areas I want to have. Like I need living quarters. I want some landing pads. This hangar area. Um, yeah. So like I gotta sort of sort that out as well. But anyway, I think that is enough for now. Um, yeah, I'm gonna head back inside. Not through there. And I think that will be it for now. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you dropping by. It was great. Bye.